Every day we take leaps, still trying to perfect the drop. Every verse I make a point. Let's see if you connect the dots.
Yo, y'all know what it is, man. Welcome back. I appreciate y'all. We all appreciate y'all here at... Hold on, we're not going to skip to it that fast, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Connect the Dots, hosted by yours truly, the newfound Loose Sound Riley B, and as always, powered by Suburban Pro Studios, y'all. I'm excited today, man. This one is long overdue, man. We got Retro Champ in the building, man. What's going on, man? How
what
you
up,
doing,
brother?
bro?
How you doing, man?
Man, I'm blessed, bro. How about yourself, man?
I'm good, brother.
Man, look, before we get to the bars, you know the people come here to connect the dots to hear the bars, man. That's what we do here, man. But like, we gonna get to know a little bit about Retro Champ a little bit before we get to it, man. And number one, I just want to give you your flowers first off, man. Because,
I appreciate that.
Man, you've been putting on for the city in such a unique way. I can honestly say, just me personally, I've never seen anyone capture the lane that you've captured.
Yeah.
From hip hop to rock fusion. I don't know if that's what you label it as, but that's what I kind of see it as. Yeah. And like, man, you've been consistent on your own grind, putting out your own records, and then also helping others, like support Nando STL. Yeah. But then you've also just been taking over your own lane as your identity as Retro Champ. And I just want to give you your flowers for not only putting on for the crib, but being your authentic self in the process,
I appreciate that, bro. Thank you.
For real,
we got to give you your flowers, too, though. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it, bro.
Because, like, you've always, like, supported me since day one, you know? Man. And, like, you have always, like, supported others, too, and clapped for others. So, like, we got to give you your flowers. And also having a platform like this, you know, so people like me could come on here and express, you know, not only our artistic gratitude towards you, but like just to express ourselves, period. You know, it's kind of hard to express it. Like in this lane that I'm in, we've had, you know what I'm saying, other black rock stars that came before us, you know, like in Living Color or in different bands like Seven Dust. Okay. Howard Jones, like when he was in Killswitch Engage, you know, and a plethora more. But they have all been like stars in their own way. And as a community, I think that it's dope that now that we have more black, like alternative rock stars or, you know, metal, like, I think it's dope to see. So the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you had the conversation, you was like, nah, bro, I want you to come on the show. Like, it made me feel good to, you know what I'm saying, see that. So we got to get your flowers too, bro.
Man, I appreciate that, man. Absolutely. And just to piggyback on what you said, St. Louis itself has so much talent, and it's just so much diverse talent. And I've always been someone who just never was closed-minded to different types of talent, even if it is nothing I'm not used to. I'm always trying to have an open ear to something. And I see hard work and consistency before I hear as far as like, man, is this my style of music? You know what I'm saying? If I see somebody going hard, being themselves and expressing themselves, that's all I need. You know what I'm saying? And then I can figure out, man, do I like this or not? Man, so I appreciate you giving me the flowers, and I'm giving it right back to you.
I appreciate that, my G.
Just to go back to kind of what you said, because I think my first time, if I remember correctly, my first time either meeting you or doing a show with you was at Tomo's joint back in 2018 for his album release, I think. Yeah. Now, I don't think you, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if you were doing the rock much back then, or was it straight hip-hop then?
It was straight hip-hop then, yeah.
Okay, and so that kind of led me to like, when did you kind of realize you wanted to kind of switch from the hip-hop over into the rock lane or merge them together?
So like, I've always wanted to do it. I was just afraid to do it. I was afraid to do it.
Afraid of what like other people would think or something else?
Yeah. Okay. So as a kid, you know what I'm saying, I grew up with both. Okay. So when people hear like, you know, you're black, you're listening to rock music, you know what I'm saying, I got bullied for it. You know? Okay. So like as I got older, you know what I'm saying, I was like, I want to do it, but I was like, man, they not gonna rock with this. They not gonna accept this, bro. So then one day I was actually at Nando's old house, and we was sitting in his basement, and he was just like, man, you should do something like this. And I was like, I thought about it, but he was like, nah, you should do it. So then one day I was in my car, and I wrote Overthinking.
Amazing record, by the way.
Thank you.
Amazing record, yep.
Went back to his house. I literally wrote that song in like 2 minutes. because I was really feeling that way. And when you got it, you gotta let it go.
Yeah, once that inspiration strike.
Yeah. So I went back to his house, sat with him, played the instrumental, and he was like, "Yo, this song is hard." Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, wait till you record it." So then did it, you know what I'm saying, recorded and all that other stuff, and Overthinking came out. But I didn't lean. I was like still teetering because
knowing if you wanted to lean all the way.
Yeah, I didn't know until one day I was like, what if I just go all the way over? What would that sound like, or where would I go? And when I did, it was the best decision I could have ever made as far as like from my career. So
did not only like from your career, did you feel a sense of like relief or like freedom within your own personal life as far as like your creation process?
Yeah, for sure. It's easier. It's so much easier to write this way and to express this way because as a, you know what I'm saying, as an MC, like you gotta do like double entendres, triple entendres. You got
certain boxes.
You know what I'm saying? Certain boxes you gotta check in order for you to, you know what I'm saying, like be that.
For sure. Yeah.
In this lane where I'm at, is like I could do both. You know what I'm saying? So like if I have bars, I got bars, but the bars are within this certain genre now.
Exactly.
And I'm happy with that because it's the best of both worlds. Like two of my favorite genres ever are colliding, and I'm like comfortable with it. And I'm at the point where it's like, I don't care what nobody say. This is what I want to do.
That's the sweet spot right there, man. Is when you feel comfortable and you're not giving a damn for the most part about what everybody else thinking. Because it's your art. You know, you giving it to the people, but it comes from you first. You know what I mean? And that's beautiful to see, man, and experience. And did you feel like, or did you know that you had the voice per se to do it? Like when I heard Overthinking and like just some of the other records, it's like you leaning all the way into the rock, and it's almost like you had this hidden ability, but it it was like hidden to us, but maybe you already knew you had the ability to kind of like do what you do with your vocals and stuff to make these rock tracks come to life. Did you already know that, or was it something that kind of developed?
No. So like I would always sing or whatever, but like I was scared to do all of this. You know what I'm saying? Like even on Overthinking, that's the first time I ever sung on anything for real. And it was kind of like,
couldn't tell.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't know if I can sing for real, this, that, and the third. Like, I just don't know. And then when I put it out, people were like, yo, Retro can sing. And I'm just like, what?
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a huge critic of myself. You know what I'm saying? And I be like, I don't think that's good, or I don't think it's good enough. And then it'd be like, people be like, you're tripping. This is like amazing. And I'd be like,
man.
What are you listening to?
Especially when it's something different, man. Like, we get so much of the same sometimes that different just cuts through.
Yeah.
And it's like either you're going to pay attention to it or you're going to brush it off.
Right.
And for me personally, I was dialed in. I'm like, this seemed like not that Retro was like faking before, but this seemed like what he really want to do.
Yeah. It's true. I really wanted to do it. It was just the fact of like, I put myself in one lane and I was like, we're going to be here because this is all people want you to do. This is all they going to. And then it was like, nah. Let's try it. And then I tried it, and then here I am now. So
there we go, man. And look, so that brings me to the EP Redemption.
Yeah.
Man, talk to me a little bit about like what was the kind of the mindset that you went into as far as creating it, man, and it being kind of like a short but concise, powerful body of work for you. What was your mindset as far as going into it? So
Redemption is basically a story about me on the road to redemption. And I'm still on the road to redemption.
Okay.
So a couple years ago, I was in a relationship and the relationship ended. Years before that, I lost my mom.
Sorry for that, of course.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
For sure.
I was just going through a lot, like emotionally. And I was just going through a lot. And I said some things that I regret. I did some things I regret. I changed it to a whole different person. You know what I'm saying? Like after my mama died, I changed it to a whole different person, a person that I didn't even recognize. Okay. And it's still certain kinks that I'm working out now to where it's like, all right, this is not you. Like you got to stop. But other than that, like I went through this emotional roller coaster about who I am as a person. I was struggling with an identity crisis at this point because between who I am and Retro, it's like they were colliding.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was trying to like equal both of them out because it's like I'm me at the end of the day, regardless of myself or a Retro. Like this is who I am.
Yeah.
And Redemption was pretty much like, all right, we got to get ourselves out of this, whatever this is, and we got to just fight like hell.
Did you kind of start writing it then, or was it kind of more recent as far as you putting it together?
Nah, I was writing it. I was writing it like probably like a year or two ago.
Okay.
And the songs that I wrote, I was like, all right, this might be singles. So the whole thing was, I was going to drop singles. So all the songs that you see were all supposed to be singles. They were not just supposed to be, it was supposed to be a project at all.
Yeah.
So, but one day I was on the phone with my partner KI from Oxymorons, and we were just talking about, just moving forward, plans and stuff like that, just, Yeah. And he was just like, you need to get an EP going. I said, bro, I don't want to do no EP. He was like, why not? I said, I don't like putting out projects. People do not want to listen to them.
Yeah, they want the singles.
Yeah, they just want the singles. They just want something microwavable. Here you go.
Quick.
Like, they don't want nothing substance-wise. He was just like, dude, like, nah, bro, you might as well go ahead and do it. And I was like, so it took him about maybe a month to convince me to do it. So I was like, all right, for sure. So I already had Responsible out and didn't know.
Yep.
I didn't know. It's a few tracks that I had already out. Like I had a few out and they were doing fine.
Okay.
And then I was just like, well, these are a part of Redemption, so why would I not just put them on there? And then I got other songs too that was on there. So it's just that whole thing was about my mental health, and that was like probably one of, because No Mercy, the EP I had before, it was me trying a new lane.
Yeah.
And of course, Everything was probably the most powerful song on there because it was just, an emotional song.
That was still a mix. It was hip hop and it was the rock.
Yeah. I was just, that was like a introduction to me crossing over.
For sure.
This was like, this is the beginning of the story of Retro Champ.
Okay.
Like, this is it. And we're starting with the road to redemption. And I don't know where we're going after that, but
one step at a time.
This is it. And I want people to feel what I was going through. And because I know there are people out there that be like, there's nobody that understands them.
Yeah.
I want to be that artist to be like, hey, give me 5 minutes. I'll explain to you why I get where you're coming from. Because there's a journey that you're walking on that you can have somebody arm in arm with you walking with you. Because I know what it feels like to be alone. Like, alone. Yeah. So now it's like, I want to give to these people who feel the same way as me, but I want them to not be like what I was. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah.
And that's what Redemption is like me just telling my story about the fight that I'm in, the fight that I'm going to win. And I ended the EP with the song To My Mother, Hold On. And it was, basically my mom would always tell me to hold on, don't let go, keep going, things like that. And yeah, like Redemption is to me a powerful EP because it connects you to who I am.
It's extremely vulnerable too, man.
Yeah.
And I think that is what helps. That's what helps bridge that gap from one person to another person, whether they know you or not. And once they hear that music, it can just be the title of a song, the chorus of a song, the verse of a song, man. And that, to speak to what you said about mental health, you never know who is on that journey or who needs that help. And to have somebody like yourself not only kind of speak out the way you do via social media, but then like with the music as well. You know what I mean? So like Redemption was the perfect title, you know what I'm saying? Especially hearing what you said and just seeing how that can connect with people, man. So
yeah.
I just want to tell you I appreciate you being vulnerable enough to do that, because that to me is what makes me a fan of an artist and what makes music stand the test of time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you listen to a project and you feel like you you got a piece of somebody. You may not know them personally, but they gave you a piece of their journey, so you feel that's what keeps you tapped into people. Bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I make reality music. Like, this is my reality.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I use this to vent.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Number one, that's therapy for real.
Yeah, this is the outlet that I have for music is like, this is a therapy session. When I go to the studio, I go by myself. You know what I'm saying? If I do have people with me, it'd be like maybe one person, you know, or two people, depending on what the situation is. But for the most part, the only person that knows about the thoughts of what I go through is my engineer. Sorry, John. I'm so sorry.
Hey, it be like this sometimes. Yeah.
but yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, that's heavy, man. And it's real. And that leads me to like, so the music, to me, it turns into the live shows. And I've gotten the opportunity to see you perform this kind of music live, man. And it's a next level experience. And so I want to ask you, like, did you, from the transition from rap to rock, did it unlock a different type of stage show? And do you kind of see the reaction from people when you do this type of music on like live now? Yeah,
so the live shows is like my favorite thing.
Okay.
Like, I love doing live performances because I get to be myself on stage. Like, I love performing. It's always been like that, though. So, but now it's like when you're in a different space, because like when you're doing hip hop stuff, you know what I'm saying? You engage with the crowd. It's a different type of situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The rock community, it's like it's a 360. Doing hip hop, you're like, hands in the air. You know what I'm saying? People put their hands up and stuff like that.
For sure.
You call out a mosh pit.
Hey, look, mosh pit
It's a different type of like, it's a different type of energy. And when they do it, you be like, oh, these people are really with this.
Now, when you say call it out, you mean like you could just tell them to start doing it?
You
or
can
they
say,
already
it's called a call out. I think it's called a call out or something else. But you basically, before the breakdown of a song or before you start a song or whatever, you basically be like, hey, I want you guys to do a circle pit. Or hey, can you guys do a wall of death? You know what I'm saying? Or
wall of death. I don't know if I want to be in no.
So the wall, bro, it's different. It's different situations. Like hardcore shows, punk shows, metalcore shows. I
can imagine the energy just being through the roof.
It's insane, bro. Like it ain't nothing. Like I've seen some of the craziest pits, especially when I was at Warped Tour. But Swaco, he's insane. Swaco had the biggest circle pit of the whole weekend. Like they literally went around the tower that was out there. Like they literally was running. Like he had people exercising. Like the dude.
Damn.
Yeah, it gets crazy, bro.
See, I ain't never been to like I said, I've seen you and just some of the reaction, but I ain't never been to a full rock show and seen it in person. And so I can imagine
the reaction though, like when I'm on stage, I be talking to myself in my head. Like I'll be like, all right, the crowd's kind of not with it. All right, don't call it. Or if you could see them like ready to do something, you like, all right, we might have to call it on one of these songs. Just depends on which one it is.
You see them kind of on the edge and they want to take
it to the next level. So when it comes to stage performance, it's all about the energy of the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my bad. It's about the energy of the crowd that you want to interact with them in a certain way.
Yeah.
You know, but you still want to put on the best performance possible.
Absolutely.
You know?
Man, this leads me to the next thing. I want to see more Retro Champ, man. I want to hear more, man, because I feel like your journey is special, man, and it needs to be seen and heard, man. And can we look forward to some new music? Just new ways of seeing you in 2026? Are we going to see some more shows, artists, or people you think you want to collab with to end the year off?
So I got a lot of things in the vault right now. I'm either going to drop in August or September. I'm dropping again. Like, ain't no, man, what? Go. And then after that, I'm probably going to drop in October.
Oh, shit, yeah.
But no, I'm dropping again for sure.
Okay.
And As far as shows, I'm not sure.
Okay.
That's always a toss up with me because, like, you know, it just depends on
Man,
what's going on.
Salute to you. You be hitting the road too, man. You be on the grind with the shows, the tours. Like,
yeah.
You super intentional about what you do. So I
for sure
want to give your flowers on that, man.
Thank you,
man. Put that work in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. Like right now, next weekend I go to Warped Tour. So there's that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm not performing on it because it was already booked up.
For sure.
But hopefully next year something changes.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like like that, even that journey, like it's like going to the NBA and watching NBA players like play in front of you.
Yeah, it's motivation.
Yeah, it's insane, bro. Like last year was probably the wake up call I needed to be like, all right, you gonna have to work. And you're going to have to work very hard, which means you're going to have to be everywhere these people are. And putting out music, of course, and, you know, dropping whatever you need to drop. But you're going to have to, like, be in everybody's face to the point where they like, okay.
They got no reason.
Who is this dude?
Yep.
So
they got no choice but to see you recognize you, tap into what you're doing.
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Man, what you're doing, it to me, is no ceiling, bro. Like, so please stay with it. Keep being yourself. Keep putting on. Keep whooping ass out here, man. Please.
Absolutely, man.
I appreciate seeing where your journey has taken you, and I can't wait to see you keep going, man. Look, the EP right now, Redemption is out, man. Retro, can we give them a look? Can we do a little something, man? We don't connect the dots, man. Can we?
Yeah, of course we can.
You know what we do for the people, man?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, man, this is Retro Champ. We don't connect the dots. What we got for Retro Champ today, man? Let's do it, man.
Yeah.
Classic.
I like this. It's that Run DMC DX shit. Woo!
Big DX.
Yeah, y'all know about this. Straight out the mood, the timid child is gone. Crash out on who I've been, the coup to take down your throne. Y'all really me and my legacy already set in stone. Cause every sentence my words is stronger than prednisone. These dogs hollering, we're getting hit. Start with who when you on the bench. Tread light in these waters, you gon' sink. Yeah, but I'm really problem solving. Some track your head body falling on edge. So don't think you know me. Man, watch out. Yeah, the niggas in the building. Yeah, back up the champions in the building. Yeah, back up the champions in the building. Yeah, back up the champions better back up. Yeah. Hey, Roger.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was nervous doing this.
That's all right. We here.
It's all good. Forever different breed, walk with destiny. You can't sit with me. DDT, any enemy. I am the pedigree. Don't sympathize. Drop you where you stand. Telling petty lies. Tailoring to a life that don't suit you. Never certified. Fake the funk. Won't stand on nothing when it really counts. Award winners. Tough behind the screen. You really acting out. Stone cold. I hear rock bottom. People walked away. More shine. I ain't no running back when I run through your face. Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey. We don't connect the dots, man. This is Retro Champ, man. The EP is out now, man.
Right
Redemption.
now.
Make sure you go get it, man.
Right now.
Tune in. If you like what you heard, how could you not, man? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. As always, man, powered by Suburban Pro Studios. I am your host, Riley B. This is Retro Champ. And until next time, peace.
Every day we take leaps, still trying to perfect the drop. Every verse I make a point. Let's see if you connect the dots.